This is my 22-inch Weber kettle. It's the original, the base edition. It doesn't have the ash catcher underneath it, but it does. So I'm happy with it. I've got the regular size charcoal chimney, lit obviously with Kingsford charcoal. I'm gonna make some chicken wings, and I'm gonna talk about this grill. I've had this for about 2 years and I've not done anything to it, so it shows you how awesome Weber is right out the gate. The only thing I have noticed that I don't necessarily agree with is this is probably me not following Weber's advice, but if I only use one hot zone with a full chimney, that would accommodate this grill. I get like hot spots in the food grate where it's overheated, and that's not very good. I think there are other Weber grills that are this size that have thicker food grates. I'm part of the Weber Kettle fan club on Facebook, and I've learned a few things about the Weber kettle, but most importantly, I've learned that you can use charcoal to smoke with. This is not the way, but, well, not the way I like to do it. You can probably do it like this, but I like to take like 2 and maybe 4, like 2 layers stacked on top of the other across the bottom, like in a ring, like a chain, or like a snake, or a fuse, like the fuse method of smoking, to keep it at a controlled temperature with the air underneath, the vent underneath. There's 3 vents underneath, and a little amount of charcoal, like 2 or 4 briquettes at a time, maybe more, probably like 12 at a time because of the way the heat transfers. But it's quite amazing how you can maintain such low temperatures with charcoal. But enough about that. I'm using a full chimney, and I'm gonna make these wings nice and crispy, and it's gonna be delicious. I've got quarters about to be on the grill. Probably gonna wait a little while longer for this to be hot enough. I used the end of a bag, so it's like shake down into it. Now the top, probably quarter or half of it, is from a new bag of Kingsford, but it's all Kingsford. Yeah, there's not much to talk about. There's vents. Oh, there is this. Actually, there is something else to talk about. This little handle down here. So basically what you got down here is you got the blades that glide across the outside of the kettle, or the inside of the kettle, the inside of the kettle. Sorry. They knock ash down those vents. Yep. It's the one-touch cleaning system, and it also controls the ventilation if you were using it as a smoker or just trying to maintain a lower temperature than having it on for open fully. Sorry, I got some smoke in my eyes. I leave this outside so it gets rained on and everything, but I'm fine with this grate being rusty because it's just got charcoal on it. I don't really care, or maybe a water pan if I'm smoking, but nothing real crazy. But I am intending on getting the thicker grate or maybe a cast iron grate, but I have to get real creative and use like avocado oil or something to maintain that seasoning. That's some hot stuff. A whole chimney is blazing hot. Can't even hold it without gloves. So basically this thing turbocharges heating up charcoal. It's a lot more effective than soaking it in lighter fluid in a pyramid, you know. But if you don't have one of these, I recommend getting one. It's a lot healthier. I just use the Kingsford charcoal bags. I burn them up right underneath it, and that starts the other bags. So it's just a big cycle of life. I wonder what it takes to become a Kingsford briquette. Is there an application? Enough of that. There's chicken to be cooked and heat to be waited on, so I'm not going to watch this pot boil. I'll get back to you. Here's a little before game action. This is just with the coals dumped out. You don't want to keep them near the edge, like the whole bulk of them. Like, I don't think a couple of them are going to hurt. So I don't think using it like this is going to hurt it. But I don't like to risk it, so I try and keep most of them on the grate itself. And then, yeah, I'm just going to make sure that you see that this grill is half hot and half cold. So what I'm going to do is put the vent on that side so the heat goes across the meat, and then I'm going to put it like right in the middle. But Weber probably recommends doing it with half on either side, that way it doesn't do what I did to the grate. But I didn't think about that being a possibility until it became one. So there's a little word for you if you're interested in buying one of these and you don't want to burn the grate like I did your first time using it. That would be a bummer. Weber makes a nice app that accommodates itself, or the Weber Kettle. It's just, I think it's just called Weber Grills, but you can register your grill on the app. You can get recipes on the app. You can get like 101 on the app. Get education on how to use charcoal if you've never done it before on the app. You can get tips. You can watch videos on the app. I think maybe I'm overselling it, but the app's alright. It's pretty cool. It's free on the App Store for me because I am an iOS user and I don't know anything about the others, but I'm sure it's there. Weber's a pretty big name. It's only one B if you're spelling it too. So this lid and the kettle just seal together with like bent metal. As you can see, it's like, I don't know the terminology for that bend, but it looks like it'll sit on top of a bowl very well, especially if it fits on top. which it does. So yeah, I think the assembly was, I don't even remember if I assembled it, or I think I did, yeah, because I think I assembled that in my first Jumbo Joe, and then my second Jumbo Joe, I'm pretty sure I bought it assembled because I didn't know how to use it at first. I didn't know where the lid lock was and all that, but that's another grill. Yeah, so the thermometer says this is about ready, so we're gonna go grab the chicken, and I hope you guys have a good day. There you go, there's the action for you. Just put them on. Now if you're looking, they're not cooking, so I'm putting it away. Bye. There's after that first flip, so this is gonna be good. I think I'm gonna leave this lid cracked a little bit though. So there it is, after the second flip. I put them on the hot now, so that's gonna be nice and crispy. Yeah, look, Kettle. Yeah, chicken. No, not fish. Chicken, yeah.